So our Lord Universe project is an NFT land investment project. The goal is to bring 7,777 people in our project. They are going to be, all of them are going to be the partners with us. And all the money we acquired from them, we're going to invest in uh, virtual lands. And from the profit of that, we're going to reward our community. So it's PFP aside, this is more like a utility project, and you will earn on your investment. So it's like a long term hold project. I am the community manager of it, and the main founder of that is MT, and Ryuki is a co founder of that. Are like the whole team, like social profiles are available on our website. You can go and check if you want to do more research about them. So this is the basic introduction, and then we can go in details about the roadmap and everything else.
Yeah, that sounds great. And the the PFP project's one thing, but obviously, it sounds like the obvious intention is to create that DAO and that community DAO, so everyone's kind of rewarded and able to profit in a meaningful way. That's the case.
Yes, exactly. Because like there are so many PFP projects, and the just the PFP project era is over. And I know the founder of this project from a long time, and like both of the founders, and they are always interested in the utility. I've worked with them on different projects as well, and they were always focused on the utility. And then this project is in making for a year now, and then they come up with this roadmap, and the whole tokenomics is under review right now. But the whole purpose is to start a project which gonna be there for a very very long time, and holders who gonna hold it gonna get reward, not just having a PFP, but also like earn a passive income on by just holding our PFPs. So right now, like we have divided this whole project in few phases. So the phase one is basically just launch the Lord Universe collection and finish the minting. Once we are done with that, we're gonna set up a community wallet, and we're gonna assign 40 to 50%. Sorry, 40 to 50. Yeah, 40 to 50% in that wallet, and community will vote on which project we're gonna invest. Basically, it's like we're gonna give them options, like if we this time we should invest in Sandbox or Nanoverse or other side, and then they can vote like, yeah, you can do on this quarter, you can go and invest in that, and from there we'll move on from there.
Understood. And with that DAO process, that voting process, is that something that you guys are leveraging a certain platform for to make that kind of organization of the DAO, or is that something that is being worked on in a contract?
You are lagging a bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
Hey, sorry, I think I'm lagging. Let me just switch to LT.
You're fine.
Hey, sorry. Yeah,
The technical.
sorry, I
Do you
got
know?
cut. Yeah, so I missed the whole question.
You're perfectly fine. So the DAO aspect of this, where everyone votes on these projects to invest in, is that something that you guys are leveraging a certain platform for, or is that something that the developers are creating a contract for and will be
No,
done?
developers are working on that project. So it will be like uh, they have to connect the wallet to the website where they hold the like our NFT, and from the as many NFTs you're gonna hold, you are able to vote on the project's future. Every voting will be connected through our website, like a normal DAO process, instead of using some other. uh, services, we're gonna create our own thing. Yeah.
Understand. Okay, so we have the PFP project minting, and then we the 40 to 50% of those funds go into that community wallet. What is the next part, the next phase that happens after that?
So like after that, we're gonna start investing, and then we'll release our token, and like all NFTs will be able to yield 10 tokens per day. This is our model right now. It's under review, but this is what the tokenomics are. And every token, like every NFT, will be getting 10 tokens per day. And that's the utility is. After that, we will have uh, in the future we also have like a 3D avatars as well, which are planned for later, and they will be used probably in the metaverse. Also community will decide where like these 3D avatars should be, like where we will be able to use them, like if we want to make them for sandbox or any other metaverse. So this is the future plan for Lord Universe. So it's not just like you're earning, but you can also play with them, and there will be so many other utilities with that.
Okay, awesome. So a lot of promises with the tokenomics, the 3D element and utility space about that. One thing that I always love is the creativity when it comes to the name of the token. Is that something that you guys have decided on yet, or is that something that you're still trying to
Yeah,
figure
we're
out?
still trying to figure it out, but basically what we could do is we gonna decide few things and then let the community decide, because like even now we are not launched, we like even from the midday to mid time is decided by the community, so we will let community decide everything. But yeah, yeah,
That's out of yeah, that's great.
yeah. And like in the investment things, I just want to say like our main goal is to invest in like 60, at least 60% of our investment in the blue chip projects like uh, other side and uh, sandbox or decentraland, and then some of them we will do on the new projects or the mid-level projects like world wide web 3 and so many others. So it's not just like we gonna invest in few things, we will be investing in so many different projects where to get the maximum return for our community.
Understood. Some diversification,
Yeah.
as you will. Um, and included in any of those projects, will there be any kind of holding from the DAO in certain tokens as well? So like any investment in like say Solana or Ethereum or anything like that, or is this strictly specifically a DAO intended to hold NFTs?
Mhm. To be honest, this is something we will decide in the future with the community vote. That's why our focus right now is to launch and set up all the community and DAO process. Once we have that, of course, we are open to do different things. But right now, the main goal is to invest like 60, at least 60% of our holding in blue chip led projects. After that, with that 40%, we gonna, yeah, we are open to do different things. But we
Got
will not
it.
just be like it's a DAO community, so like the community who holds the NFT, they have to vote uh, to decide the future.
Okay. That's awesome. Again, I think decentralized autonomous organizations are the future of how we democratize the internet and especially here in the investment aspect of things. My question would be, I see here in phase three, not to get too ahead of what we're talking about with phase three,
Mhm.
there's discussion of a breeding mechanic. So can you kind of explain that a little bit and tell us kind of what we can expect for that?
Okay, so that one I can explain, but here's the thing with phase three, these are the pitches we have, but we have to go through some audits, and we already are in talks with some of the companies in Asia. They are working on the tokenomics. Once that thing is approved, we will be able to give like the more information. But right now, the whole yielding, our idea is to like you have to hold two NFTs, two Lord NFTs, and then you have to be burning tokens to breed more NFTs, and like to like for the next phases of the NFT, like the next project we are getting into it. So this is the whole process. Like you have to hold two NFTs and you have to burn the tokens which you're earning every day to receive to breed the NFTs for. It's more similar to CryptoKitties, like you breed stuff on that. So it will be that, but right now we are waiting for the audit to complete. Not the audit, but like we are discussing with some developers how it's going to work, and once it is approved, we will send it for audit, and then we will have the proper answer of it. Right now is just a pitch in the phase 3. This is what we are planning, but the exact tokenomics is still yet to be decided.
I appreciate that aspect of it, where you're not just gonna come out and say like, "Here's the tokenomics. Here's what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
But obviously, you guys are trying to figure this out and make sure that things are done correctly. So that's great.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. The person that's got the Lord Universe. It looked like they were gonna say something, or they want to say something.
Yeah, I think. Okay, anyway, let's continue. If they want to say, they will say.
No, you're
Because
fine.
yeah.
So obviously, a large. It seems like the main focus of this is set in that DAO. Can you kind of run us through a little bit about the voting mechanics and again, what kind of time period will be for voting for things on the DAO as well?
So after phase 1, like phase 2 will be setting up the community wallet, and once we have like enough money in there, we will work on this. So it'll be Q3 or Q4 for the DAO process to work. So probably like, yeah, last quarter of this year, we are planning to have all the. Sorry, I'm just getting a message regarding. Uh, so their mic is not working. They are trying to speak. They just sent me a message. Their mic is not working.
Okay,
Anyways, yeah. So yeah. So basically, in Q4, we will have our voting system ready, and this is the timeline we are focused on.
gotcha. So in the meantime, will those community funds be going towards projects and mints, or is that something that'll be waiting till Q4 to start investing those funds?
So Q4, when I say like we have everything ready by then, but we will still be like our voting process is not gonna take uh, that much time. Yeah, like in Q3, our plan is to set up the wallet and everything. So during at the end of Q3, I think we will be ready to start investing. So yeah, until then, we have to wait. Also, like if we look at the market right now, it's going on the downward uh, pattern. So I think we'll know better about the market if it's gonna be more bearish or not. Yeah. So it'll be good time to invest. But yeah, right now until then we will be on hold, and that money will be staying on our community wallet.
Understood. Okay. You know, that makes a lot of sense. And one thing that I wanted to bring up is it kind of in your all's mantra, or at least in your all's wording on the website.
Mhm.
You kind of mentioned it's a monopoly themed NFT, and then you use the word landlord a lot, landlord in the metaverse. Can you kind of explain the parallel between that kind of wording in the project and what you guys are trying to accomplish?
Yeah, so basically the wording they use is like, in Monopoly, when you play the game, uh, you buy and sell and you do stuff like that. So it'll be like a game for, it's not going to be a video game, but the whole project is a game where we're gonna go and buy the land at the right time, and then when we have profit on that, we're gonna sell it and use that money to reward our community. And when again the prices come down, we will again go and buy more lands, and that's how we're gonna grow the whole community. So it'll be like the constant investment involved in that. We'll be buying land, we'll be selling it. So it'll be like a monopoly theme kind of a project.
Understood. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense in the terms of how it was worded. Um, One thing that we mentioned that the DAO is kind of the important part here, but let's not overlook the fact that the art is really awesome. I really do like the art, and I think the artist 611 has done a great job. Can you tell us a little bit more about the art here and the artist and how you guys came about moving forward with this style of art?
Yeah, so yeah, art is actually very amazing. Yolo is our co-founder as well, who is also an artist, and there are a few more artists working with her as well. So basically, the point is like to give the best art for the PFPs, and it's not just going to be staying like that. So our 3D avatars, which are we are planning to use in lands in future, they are going to be on the same theme as well. And we also released like in our Discord, you can go and see our 3D avatar. Like we released a video of 3D avatars as well. So the art is very important for us. Like, and the artist is amazing. They are trying to give like a cute uh, Asian look as well, which is like our biggest community anyway in this project. And this is like the whole thing, like just to be happy while we are doing it. It's not, even though it's a very technical project where it's going to be a lot of investment and thinking involved, but at the same as we're gonna be stay true to our original child inside who is having fun.
I love that. Yeah, I mean I think some of the fun gets away from us in the NFT world sometimes because everyone's trying to flip this, flip that. But I do like the childlike wonder, and this artwork really reminds me of like Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Uh, if you're familiar with that cartoon, but I
Yes.
really do like it quite a bit.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Like, even though like we all were a child once, and some people just like get so busy in our life, like when we got struck with all the responsibilities that we forgot that we were once a child. And this theme is like, even though we are doing so many things, we are still, there is a child inside us which can have fun even though while doing all this serious stuff and going through with the life. So
Or
even though those, yeah, like there will be many traits and one is out, but you will see like even this little person have is doing something, like he's like fighting or something, but at the same time is a child inside.
love that, love that. No, if you ask my wife, she'd say that I'm still a child. So uh,
Yeah.
I get that. um, so obviously we just brushed on the art, the artists. Can you tell us a little bit more about the team? I know you mentioned who the founders were and the co-founders were, but can you maybe kind of give us a little bit more background on where they came from and how they came about, the NFT space? It's always really important in my mind to, if it's the first time that they're experiencing Web3, that's one thing. But if they've been in the Web3 space, obviously like to hear a little bit more about that experience.
So actually, it's not the first time. So basically, I'll tell you how I met them. Uh, so they are in the industry from a long time. Last year in August, I met MT, who is the founder of the project, who is interior 3D visualizer and investing a lot on NFT projects from a long time. So we were a part of one, we were not the, we just bought into another project back in the days. They had so many promises and everything, so we invested, like we were both were the community members, and we invested a lot of money, and they actually wrecked the whole community. So So we both tried to save the project for the community, because like there were so many people who were involved in this. So we took the charge, and we tried to we try to help the founders of that project, not to rug everyone and just go with that. So, and they actually came up with the whole roadmap for that. Like if they go through with that, they can save the project. But the founders actually rugged us anyway. And at that time, I just got to know the founder of this project, and they said like, we're gonna work on our own project and we'll see. And then they found some investors, and now they have like this whole amazing art team and the whole project. So the founder of this project is involved in NFT space for more than 2 years, I guess. And they are experienced. And the artist like Ryuki, she is like, you can go and check her work on her Instagram and everything. Like she's doing really amazing work. And like she was an artist even before the NFT world, like NFT spaces. So she is like really into art, not just in NFT art, but in art. And then like Hero is our developer who is very experienced. His like social media profile is like, his LinkedIn profile is there. You can go and see his work over there, who have worked in so many different projects. And he's been a blockchain developer for like 4 years now. So this is like the team of like 4 people.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, no. Looks like again, it's always nice to have the the um, the team be experienced in the space, and there's not a better way to unify people than coming from a project. Obviously, as members, not necessarily members of the team, but members during a rug. I mean, that can make everyone kind of get together and want to create a project that
Yeah.
doesn't do that. So I love that
Yeah.
aspect of it for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, I will recommend like, if you go to our website and just check like both artists, like Ryuki and 611, they both have some really good art they have created on their like Instagram, and they've posted some of that. And then there is like a whole thing for them. So other than like our Lord Universe avatars, they are really, really good artists. And I'm myself as an artist, not for this project, but I know I appreciate art. So when you go and you'll see, you'll know how genius these people are.
For sure, yeah, no, just browsing their Instagrams, I really
Yeah,
appreciate art
yeah.
style as well. Um, so, hopefully, this is something that you could speak to. Obviously, I know that things are still being audited and checked, but on the website it does mention a token swap marketplace. Curious if you can give us a little more details on that.
Yeah, still that thing is just a pitch right now. We are still waiting for like the whole laws, like everything to be finalized on that. But yeah, as I said, like we just, this is one of the pitches we have for the community, that they can come, like, because we're going to have our own DAO token, we're going to have our own normal token, which will be yield every day. So we're going to provide some liquidity for our holders in the future, so they just don't have to rely on the secondary market. So this is the plan, but that's like in the future. And there, before we release a project like that, like a swap like that, we have to go through with so many formalities like audit and like the approval for the tokenomics. But yeah, this is in our plan right now, but the details of that is way further ahead, because this is not like this cannot be done in one day. It takes like a year. So it'll be probably next year when we have stuff like that ready and approved. Because making one thing is not a big deal, but you have to go through so many formalities before and get approval, and make sure that nobody's hacking your like your like your site where our holders can be affected. So once we have everything approved and tested, then we're gonna release more detailed information. Right now it's just like this is in one of our plans.
Got it. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes total sense.
yeah.
Um,
So
so
right now, like basically our focus is phase one and phase two, where we just gonna launch, like we're gonna do the minting. Once the minting is done, we're gonna assign wallets where we're gonna put all the money for the community and get the DAO right, or like DAO process ready. Meanwhile, so yeah, I just forgot to mention that, like, when until we have DAO community ready, we gonna be involved in some real life events. So we are planning to have like a IRL event in Malaysia and in Singapore in during this time, so where our community can come and hang out and until everything is ready.
oh, that's really cool. So Malaysia and Singapore, that's where most of your community currently.
Yeah, most of the community, like like also China, but like our founders are in Malaysia and Singapore, so they're gonna do events over there. But yeah, eventually in future we probably will be having events in US, Canada, and other places, but that's not even mentioned anywhere. But this is something we are talking about for the future in our meetings.
That's fun. No, a little launch party to help celebrate with the community. That's always
Yeah.
a cool little thing. One question I kind of have here. Obviously, there's a lot of things that are kind of like waiting on information, waiting on audits and things like that. What when do we feel phase one will be taking place to be able to mint one of these guys?
So mint date is on 9th of like May. So it's just like very it's just right there, like in few days. It's like just Monday of next week, and then it's at 6 a.m. Eastern time is going to be our whitelist until 12 p.m. EST, and then the public mint will start right after that.
Okay, and do we have an idea of what the cost per mint is going to be?
It's 0.08.
Okay, and then is there a limit to how many you can have in one wallet?
Uh, limit is let me just check.
All good.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. I literally forgot to ask the team about that.
That's why
Yeah,
they have
okay,
big
it's two.
bucks. Ask
Sorry,
those good
it's two.
questions.
Yeah,
Okay, two.
yeah, two.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome. Well, kind of those are the questions that I had. Kind of going over the project,
yeah.
kind of looking at things, talking with you a little bit. Is there anything that maybe we didn't touch on, or maybe
No,
something
I
that?
just want to make sure
Yeah,
one thing clear. Two mint for the whitelist, so
okay.
and then in public they can mint three.
In public, they can mint three. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that kind of brings up a question. How do we get on the whitelist? Is there still time to get on the whitelist, or is that something that's kind of already passed?
Y- There is still time because like we have partnered, like collaborated with so many projects including you guys, so we have given 200 whitelists to Metaverse HQ members. They can just, like, you guys can just pick 200 members from your community and send us the wallets and they're ready. And similar things we have done with so many other projects. uh, Let me just get their names. Yeah. So we have collaborated with Nanoverse, the TOS, Satoshi Runner, Ape List, Doodle Alpha, Coolman Alpha, World of Women Alpha. These are the projects we have actually collaborated with for the whitelist. And then there is the main way to get whitelisted is to be in on our Discord. We run games every day, and we will be doing it for just before the mint, like a day before the mint, where you can just come and play games with us, or the most active members have already been chosen to be whitelisted. But right now, if you're just joining, the best way to go and play games and win the games and get whitelisted. Yeah, so that's the basic way to get whitelisted in the project. I think I'm good with the. I'm open to public question if anybody want to come and ask.
Yeah, so obviously we'll open up to any questions if anyone has one. But in the meantime, while we wait, is there anything that maybe you wanted to kind of leave a lasting impression to people out there listening? Make sure that they understand what this project's really about and everything, and kind of recap a little bit about what we've talked about today.
Yeah, sure. I'll recap. So basically, the project I discussed is that it's an investment project with very cool art in that, where you can use that art for PFPs and whatever you want to do with that. Secondly, the main purpose of this project is to buy land, invest in land, do the right trading at the right time with the approval of the DAO community. And once we have everything in place, like we get profit, we're gonna reward our community members to with the profits we're gonna make. And then later on we are going to release our 3D models uh, in phase 4, in phase like way later, which can be used in different metaverse which we're gonna be holding. uh, like the lands we're gonna be holding, you can come and party or do whatever with those avatars in our lands. So basically this is the gist of this project, and it's a cool community project where we'll have fun. We will be playing games uh, every week or every day, depends on the schedule of the community, and we'll have fun while we make money. uh, and like everyone will be getting passive income just by holding this project.
And I think that's the takeaway a lot of people want is that idea of passive income. So that's exciting. It's very
Yeah,
exciting. Again, love the artwork, love the idea of the DAO.
yeah,
Um, great stuff. So we really do appreciate you guys coming on the space with us. And again, can't wait, guys. Mint Day
yeah.
for the whitelist is May 8th, right?
May 9th.
May 9th. Okay, and that's going to be at 6 a.m. EST for the whitelist to begin,
Yeah,
and 12 p.m. for the whitelist for the
yeah.
public to start. Right?
Also with the time, I just want to say that we also put that for voting in our Discord. This is like the most people voted for that time.
Yeah.
So we are still going by the votes of the community. So they chose this time, and that's why the main time is this early for at least for the people in US, but most of our audience in Asia, so it's like a normal time for them.
Yeah. No, and
Yeah,
I don't think it's that crazy either. I mean, uh, that gives you plenty of time to wake up over here in the U.S. So
yeah.
love to see that working out for everybody. But we really do appreciate you guys coming on, and we can't wait to see your all's project blossom and bloom. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to be connected with you in future as well. Like I really enjoy working with you guys, like in this little collaboration. And hopefully we'll be doing some more if you
Sounds
guys are up for it.
sounds great. Love
Nice talking to you all.
you as well. Have a great day.